hello. What's happening? This is Yash. I am a committer at Shardeum, and I welcome you to a brand new episode of dApp library. So, in this episode, we have .shm with us. So, .man is representing .shm, and just to give you an idea of what .shm is, .shm is the first naming service on Shardium. Not just a naming service, but a digital identity of you on Web3. So, maybe more of it can be explained by .shm guy, that is Dotman. So, hi Dotman, how are you doing? What's up?
Hey, I've been doing great. So before anything, I would like to, share the website and Twitter with you guys because I'm sure a bunch of people still don't know about the website and Twitter. It's right there in the chat. And let's begin with the whole idea of .shm and why does it exist in the first place. So this story of, Web3 identities goes back, to 2019 and 2020. Me and a bunch of people around me were looking for a lot of new different apps, and one of the things that we came across was this protocol or this blockchain called handshake. Now handshake was trying to solve a very big problem, that even in the age of web3 we are still relying on a bunch of centralized dns. So the people who don't know what dns is, a DNS is in a Web2 context is domain naming service. What it does is basically, so in the initial days of internet, you had to put IP address rather than putting your website, and it was unreadable. So people from the bunch of different companies and collaborated on this thing called domain naming service, which was basically it attached your IP address to a readable website. So from being 123 dot something something, it became www.xyz.com. Much more readable, much more accessible by people. And the problem started when people got to realize that okay, we have a dApp. Let's say take the example that Uniswap has their own domain, uniswap.org or .labs or anything, but that domain, they don't own it. And it often happens that when you are relying on a centralized servers like these DNS servers, sometimes those can be hacked, and it's not 100% reliable. Even one time there was a hack on the DNS on Uniswap, and a bunch of other things can be done when you are relying on a centralized entity. Those guys were the first one to bring the decentralized naming service. But the problem with handshake was they created this project, this ambitious project, and they left it out for the community, and it never catch the fire because there was no vision, and there was no built up community that was supposed to take it over and complete that vision. And even now we see that handshake is still progressing but in a very slow pace. And then comes our product. So even though like a bunch of other naming services exist on the internet, they are not here to serve the masses. When I tell people that you can claim a domain on ethereum, and if you go if even they try to get one, first they will have to go to ens, connect their wallet. Actually, in the first place they will need to make a metamask wallet. Then they will need to add the ethereum from their p2p exchange to the metamask account, and then they will have to follow a tedious process of and a very complex process. Okay, so this will take at least 10 to 12 steps to just get you a single domain. So that is a massive problem. When we say that we want to bring Web3 to the masses, this is not how you make it. Even initially, internet was a very small community. Why was it? Because the user experience and the onboarding experience was so bad that a lot of people couldn't come. You know, even in today's space, uh, people in Web3 are not focusing enough on the UI UX experience, while Web2 is already, telling you guys that not only we are providing you simple UI and UX, they are taking it a step ahead. If you live in a country and you don't have a good amount of literacy, you can still go to Google, just speak whatever you want to, and you will still get your answers. That is how advanced Web 2 is going. and people in Web3 are still struggling with the basic needs, and they are trying to make a lot of different infrastructural tools and this app and that app. But who are we really making it for? If the masses are not coming to the Web3, it is useless. We don't want this community to be, of a very small size, that the barrier is so hard that only a 10, 20 people could, join it out of 100 people. So the basic idea behind .shm is to make it very easy for a normal user to use a decentralized domain and get them onboarded on the system. Not only this, is one of the major things that we need to do is make it very affordable. When you go to ENS, let's say you want to book Ricky.eth or Yash.eth or Aaron.eth or some any other username, it will cost you a lot. And countries like India, Indonesia, Africa, where these decentralized things are much needed, those people cannot ever afford it. So what's the point of making them so uh, high priced? So the second thing that we are doing at .shm is making it highly affordable to use. Not only it will be very much affordable, even the recurring prices that will each year registration prices, those will be very cheap and cost effective too. So with these two ideas, we are starting out .shm. It's going crazy on .shm. Our developers are working day and night, to maintain the amount of traffic that is coming to the site. It has bring a lot of users. If I want to, tell you about the number, we have around
Will
1
will
million
will
SSM
hey,
logged on our TPL.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I
We'll,
can.
we'll come to that. We'll come to that. But before
All right.
that, so before that, as Dotman mentioned, that so what .shm exactly is, it's solving or it's making your addresses easy, the complex addresses. So as of now, you have been using zero. There are a bunch of characters that's there, and that's what it's doing, right? It's making it easy and making it cheap and making it affordable to everybody. Am I right?
That's the context, like
Yeah.
that's the crux of it.
And
So
yeah, and
basically,
yeah,
can let
making it so easy that uh, uh, an outsider, a person who doesn't know web3 can get it into and like make sure that it's super easy to use. Just click and like plug and play. That's what it is, right?
exactly, like I think that is our approach, and that should be the approach of any other dApp who really wants, the Web2 audience, the people who are, really affected by the centralized entities. That is what they should be doing, and that is what exactly our approach. In a
Awesome.
nutshell, .shm is a decentralized naming services which makes your complex address easy at a very affordable and easy rate. And also, its UI is going to be the simplest you will ever see across the Web3. That is what we have done, and we are trying more to get closer to that point where even at 12 or 13-year kid old with no prior knowledge of these Web3 terms and MetaMask and hard wallets can use it and claim them.
Awesome, awesome. So basically, we just went through how .shm was created, what was the idea, and what we are trying to do. Um, One thing that I would like to ask you again, as you were mentioning, how has the response been? I mean, I know because I have been seeing you guys since day one. I know you guys, and I have been seeing it. So, you launched like I think 15 days ago in some meetup, right? And in some Shardeum's meetup, and I have been seeing the growth. So I would like you to let us know how the growth has been. So maybe put some numbers on your social profiles, put some numbers, the transactions that you have been up to, the treasuries that you have, or anything that you have. Like put some numbers, and maybe people will get more excited then, and maybe try out the product.
Definitely. So let me start by saying that this is the fastest ever growing app on Shardium. That is what I know. I am not claiming it, but that is what I have observed. Starting out with how has the growth has been. So in a very small, short time, I would like to explain what has been the growth. .shm launched in Pune meetup. It has been like 2 to 3 weeks. We started from zero, and from the day one, we started out with Shardeum Liberty, and in a days of 15 to 20, we have got more than almost like 1 million SHM logged in our treasury. That's one thing. We have got more than 20K domains registered on .shm. And again, I would like to mention this is done in a bare minimum time of 15 to 20 days. So you can imagine like we are getting at least 1,000 domains per day. We are locking the value of 1 lakh SHM per day. And yeah, and when it comes to our community, Twitter has seen a growth of from zero to almost 4K. And I would like to also disclose the marketing budget that we had. So from the day one till now, we had a marketing budget of zero rupees, $0. We did not spend a penny on the marketing side because we knew that we are diving in a community that can do wonders. At Shardium, we don't need at least right now, we don't need to market anything because the community itself is big enough, is close enough, and is, open enough to market it ourselves. So that is one of the things that, you get at Shardium, and you get when you build quicker, and you have the movers advantage. So yeah, there's that. Coming to Telegram, we have, I think, more than 400 to 500. And one interesting thing that I would tell you that not only people are joining our communities, they are building their communities of their own. So if you go to our Telegram, there is a guy who just created a Discord server of his own, and it is called unofficial.shm. So not only we are creating communities and people with our product, the people who know and who follow the OCC principle, they are creating their communities of their own. They are telling us that this is the feature that we would like to see. This is the thing that we would like you to improve upon. So I think in terms of if I have to summarize, uh, .shm right now is the fastest growing dApp in the ecosystem, one of the fastest growing, and it has seen tremendous growth. I'll again tell you the numbers. So we have almost 1 million SHM test tokens on our treasury. We have more than 10,000 domains registers on the Shardium testnet, and we are also running parallelly on Polygon. Why is that? Because Shardium is still in the testnet phase. It resets sometimes. So we wanted a way for users to permanently reserve their domains. Even if the testnet resets or anything happens, they will get their domains on the mainnet. So for that, we also launched on Polygon. And I'm gonna tell you the numbers, and this is all done in 2 weeks again. So we have more than $54,000 in the treasury, more than 8K domains registered on Polygon domain. And this is a massive number. We were not expecting, to grow this fast, but just because of the community and their support, we have grown exponentially. So that was my take on the growth.
Damn. I mean, that's a lot, man. That's a lot. But anyway, I mean, that's crazy. So, coming back to like, I mean, you have talked about the numbers a lot. Tell me about some of the strategies that you guys have put. I mean, I saw this referral thing on your platform. So, and I mean, there are a lot of other strategies that you must be using. So, like, please take us through the strategies that I mean, the reason how you have achieved this growth. Just take us through that. So, over to you.
All right. So if I have to, start with the strategy,
Mm-hmm.
I would say that we did not go with a lot of, complex things. We understood one thing, that if you want to, get something from the community, you need to give it back. We knew that we are going to launch this product. People are going to help us, but what we can give them in back. Let's say Yash tweets about .shm. He shares our website. What does he get? That was the question. And to make to work around that, we started a referral system. And the inspiration that we got, it was from WazirX. WazirX had a similar referral system, and that is the one of the most best thing that we saw, that this is the place where we can grow, and also the community can grow. So each time that you mint a domain, you get a referral link of your own, and each time you share that link and a user uh, joins .shm and claims a domain, you get up to 20% of that cut. And this is not some claim that we are doing. It works on chain. It is a decentralized system. So we are not trying to give you a referral money through some centralized server. As soon as that person that you referred mints a domain, you will directly get up to 20% of that fee on your wallet. And it has been doing wonders for us. And the best thing that I love about is that when I tell someone that you should share this, I'm not telling them you should I'm not just telling them that we want you to share this. I'm telling them that come with us, grow with us, and the more you share it, the more the community will give you back through the referral links. The This is one of the major points, because not only you can claim a domain of yourself, you will also get a referral link. You can share it across your friends and get back the amount that you spent on the domain itself. And I think this is one of the reasons that we are growing so fast.
Wow, that's really interesting. That's a really good way to think about it. Um, One thing that I have also seen on the platform is that a lot of domains are open as of now. I mean, so what I have seen in other domain platforms is that they have blocked, the major domains that are existing right now. Let's say Google.eth, or the major domain names that are existing. But when it comes to .shm, everything is open. So has that been done intentionally so that community can own things and then sell these things later? How is that? What was the idea behind that?
All right, so yeah, the thing that you told, that everything is open, is exactly true. Initially, when we were thinking about should we reserve some username initially and then open it up, but at the same time this felt like cheating with the community, because we never wanted to reserve anything. Everybody out here should have the right to claim anything they want. And that has been our ideology, because for us everybody is equal. And even our protocol, we don't want it to just be a flip side thing, NFT flipping thing, where people come and claim things and just do things with it. So that was the idea. One more thing, that in order to do that, is was to again uh, ask for a small amount of money on Polygon, because since we never reserved any username, there was a chance that somebody could spam it and endlessly claim all the username. Because of that, we have a system where you give a small amount on Polygon mainnet, and you get yourself a domain that will be migrated to Shardeum mainnet. And yeah, so basically why we don't have any what do I say, limitations or any locks, because we want it to be a community's project. Community is the the guide, the vision that will take it forward. So basically, for equality, for equal representation, we opened all the domains, and it's going to be the same.
So basically, keeping the spirit of Web3 alive, that Web3 is for everyone and not controlled by a few folks. So that's the idea. Moving forward, I have used the product. Tell us something exciting that's gonna come in future, or something that you guys are working on.
Okay, so that actually, that question in itself is a podcast worth of
Oh,
content,
all
but
right.
I'd still like to elaborate. So initially, like I told you, that we are trying to get the UI UX very easy. We are trying to get the experience more easy. Now the first thing, so I'll tackle this question one by one in terms of features and UI UX. So for the experience part, for the UI UX part, right now you have to install MetaMask. I mean, for us it might be usual thing, using MetaMask, trying out different things. But for the new guy, the guy who wants to get into Web3, but we have kept the barrier very high. For that guy, what we are trying to do is remove that barrier, remove MetaMask. How are we going to do it? So there are bunch of really smart protocols like Web3 Auth, Arcana Network, and Magic Link. What do they do? Basically, they bring the Web2 login system in a decentralized manner. So let's say you want to, log in into .shm. Once we integrate with them, sorry. So once we integrate them, you just have to log in through Google, Apple, or any other Web2 login method that you have already seen and that you already love, but that in a very decentralized manner. So we still won't, keep your wallets. It will be non-custodial, but what it will do for us and for the future of Web3 is bring a lot of new users, because we are not telling them that you need to learn this thing, that thing, MetaMask, P2P conversion, everything. We want to, tell them that you don't need to learn anything. You just come here, claim things, and go further with your Web3 journey, and bring more awareness about it. So that is the UI UX part. Coming back to the features part, now one of the major pain points is that, even though, let's say, if we have add this UI UX part, login part, it's much easier to log in now. But how am I gonna get that SHM that I need in order to, buy that domain? For that, we are trying to integrate bunch of revolutionary on-ramp solutions like Transact, and many other things, from which you can just get your crypto tokens through different payment gate. It can be UPI, it can be credit card, or something else. So that's there. Uh, yeah, yes. You want to add anything?
I think that was a lot of features. A lot of features. Now let's go. Let's go, and I think let's have a demo of your platform. So maybe the users who are seeing us right now, maybe they can just go through the platform itself and test out the product.
Sure thing. So I'm gonna share my screen. Everybody in chat, do let us know if you can see the screen. So I'm waiting for your response. Is my screen visible?
Let me go through the screen as well. Yeah, it is. Let's go.
GPS. All right. So let's go. Now I'm just gonna close it and start it from the start, because I want you to remember it. So the website name is .shm.in, and me is very intentionally put here because it represents your identity. Now let's log in. So once you open the site, this is the current interface you will see. Here you can change the network, and here you can change the mode. So I will try to keep it in the light mode for you guys. So let's first start with the connect wallet thing. Now once we are connected to the wallet, we are gonna search a username and claim one. So for the starters, what should we claim? Let's. I will love to take such. So I'm just gonna move back to Discord. You guys can tell us what domain you would want to register for the demo. Okay, Dogecoin. I'm not sure if that's available. That's pretty hard to do, but let's try. Already registers. See, that's what I'm telling you, that .shm it's going crazy. So any other suggestions you guys might have?
Let's claim dApp library.shm. Maybe that's something we can do.
Sure. Actually, let's take one from the community. So they are saying Gully Gang. Let's go for Gully Gang then. Okay, it's available. That's great. Hmm. Now, once you click on Gully Gang and click on register, this is the interface you will see. Here it tells you that under the registered domain, it tells you how much it's gonna cost you. Here it will tell you how much SHM you have currently on your account. Here it will tell you your wallet address. So it's very simple even now. I'm just gonna click on register domain. Right now I don't have any referral. I'm just gonna click on the confirm button, and it's gonna say it's gonna open up MetaMask. Once that's done, let's wait for a few seconds and click on confirm. Now the transaction is processing, and once it's done, it's gonna uh, be claimed and minted on your account. All right, so the transaction is done. In my account, you will be able to see your domains. It's loading right now. All right, here we have our own gully gang .shm domain. There was a burn feature, but we intentionally stopped it because we don't want anybody trying things and burning their NFTs accidentally. So that's the basic demo of .shm. It doesn't take more than 2 minutes to tell you how to book a domain, and we are trying to make it so that it won't take us more than 30 seconds in future to tell you how to buy a domain. So that it was a very short demo. Here are the referrals. This is the referral page. Right now on Shardeum, you can also just copy it, share it with your friends, and you will start earning. SHM will be shown here. About page will currently take you to the Twitter account. As I told you that most of the updates that you get, this is the center point. Here you will get to know about the product. So yeah, maybe I'm taking too much, but that was the basic demo of it.
All right, awesome. I think that's a super easy demo when it comes to demonstrating the product. So that's there, and I think you just took 30 to 40 seconds to get that done. So yeah, a very quick demo, and everybody who's here can go and claim their own domains out there and connect to different apps that are available on Shardium once you guys have some integrations and use these domains and not the long ass addresses that you have. So yeah, moving forward, mainnet, Shardium mainnet. How much prepared are you guys for the mainnet?
Uh, so if I say that we are fully prepared, that is also true. If I say that we are not prepared at all, that is also true. But when it comes to the development side, our developers, they are very experienced. They have been in this space for the last 3 4 years. They have built the enormous swaps. If I had to quote a number, at one time they had a TBL of 90 million locked on a chain, BSC chain, a daily transaction volume of 5 million per day, and at the peak, the even the transaction reached 50 million per day. So these are the developers that we are collaborating with, and they are not only taking things from the existing smart contracts that are available in terms of decentralized naming. They are expanding upon it. They are adding more features, whether it be the subdomains part, whether it be a lot of new things, maybe a decentralized link tree, maybe a decentralized URL that you could use for .shm, integrating it with other apps, making in future, in near future, making apps that can be used as uh, a place where you can see your NFTs, where you can see your tokens, where you can even chat with your friends in a decentralized basis. So these are the very ambitious things that we are working on. Not only that, you're not only restricted to just EVM compatible wallets. We will also we are also integrating different wallets. Like in future, you don't need a different domain service to resolve your Solana wallet. We will add that also. Any other non-compatible chain that has a wallet address, we will add that resolver also. So in a crux, that .shm is going to be your unified identity across internet. Let's say some social network, decentralized social networking app comes to the Shardium network, that is also going to support your .shm integration. So in a way, this username that you're getting, consider it as your UPI ID and your Twitter ID. So not only you are using it for, you are also using it to interact with others. So that is my take on it.
Wow, lot of things are coming. I'm super excited for the mainnet and for .shm's launch on mainnet. Any priorities that you guys have, anything that or any blockers that you have before mainnet, or are you guys all set up and ready to go?
Yeah, there's just one blocker. So right now I see 62 people here. I would want 62 new followers on Twitter because we. And apart from that, we constantly, monthly basis, we constantly post out a form where we ask you guys, what do you want to see in the project? And that's all for us. And if you guys, anybody who's up for collaboration, .shm team is, always up for that. If you have something that is unique or new that you want, you think that, can be revolutionary, we are always, here to take your answers, take your suggestions on that, even collaborate with you to work on that. So that possibility is always there because, like I said, Shardeum follows OCC, .shm follows OCC, and even the .shm community, which is basically just Shardians, because we are unified by that, also follows OCC. So anything you guys would like to add to that, we are open for that. And in terms of current blockers, I think major blocker can be time, but for that we have godlike developers who are super fast. They can launch out a dApp in a single day. And even though that is there, our major priority is getting the code audited, because even a single penny matters to us, and the safety of our community is the biggest priority that we can ever have. So, in terms of blockers, the final stage, we want this code to be audited, to be open sourced, and to be open to the public to criticize it, scrutinize it, and also appreciate it. So that is our final goal. And also, like again, like I have shared the link of our website and Twitter. Through Twitter, you can also join our Telegram, where you will get to meet other people who have already claimed the username. So there's that.
Awesome. A lot of things do follow them on Twitter. That's really required. I think that's a motivation for them to grow as well. And yeah, I mean, with the blockers, I don't think you have got a lot of blockers. It's just again as so what I could understand, it's the audit. But I think I mean every dApp that's gonna be live on Shardium on mainnet, they'll have to get audited. So that's there. And yeah, definitely the developers are really cool. When I have been using the dApp, it's super easy. It just takes like 30 to 50 seconds to book a domain. So that's there. And yeah, it was nice having you, man. You have explained, you have taken us through .shm and the ideology of it in such a great manner. I think everybody who is here uh, will agree for the same. So if we can see that on the chat, it will be great. If not, I think you have done a pretty good job. And yeah, man, that's great. Thank you for having. Thanks for being here. And yeah, if you'd like to add anything here.
Sure thing. So after this AMA, I just want us to make a promise, and I want community to make a promise. A promise from our side is that the people who who earned in Web3, the time when the testnet mainnet launches, our promise from our side is that they will, without any knowledge, will be able to claim a domain. That is how simple we are gonna make it. From your side, I and the team want a promise is that you are going to test that app. You are going to tell us the current problems, and you are going to share it with the community, because this is why we exist, because of you. The moment you stop supporting us or supporting the community, it's gonna all collapse. So that is the only promise that I want from you, that share it, test it, and tell us the problems. Go to the Telegram community and talk to people what are the problems. Come back to us. Tell us that this is not working, dot man. That is not, and we are here to fix it. We are here to make it better for you. So that's my end note on it. And thanks a lot for Shardium team for getting us on the dApp library. And thanks for Yash for the very good and great introduction about .shm.
Um, I think that's it. That's a lot, and thank you so much. We'll be ending it here. So everybody who's here, do follow them, and thank you for your support. Thank you for watching us, and let's meet on the another episode of dApp library. So that's there. Have a great day. Bye everyone.